I used to think that the world was going to meet me with the same empathy that I had for others. And I used to think being empathetic was going to somehow lift me up. But I was doing it because that's who I am genuinely. And I thought it wasn't going to get me downtrodden. It wasn't going to get me read. It wasn't going to get me checkmated by people. And I thought people were genuine and acted the same way. But in reality, that's not true. And the world, it doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your pain. It doesn't care about what you've been through. And if you think it does, it will turn into narcissism, and it will just turn into victim mentality. Because it's not that people are evil. It's just that's the playing field, and everything is moving constantly. And yeah, people care about you, but if you're a fuck up, people are going to have time for you. But if you continue to be a fuck up, you're going to just get kicked further and further into the long grass until you're eventually just forgotten about, because that's just the way the world's set up. And it's not on anyone else, but it's all on you. Because people will care about you, but if you're a fuck up, that's going to be the first conversation that enters their lips. So that's where your focus needs to go before trying to understand or work through your emotions all the time, thinking it is something to figure out, when in reality it's just energy to use. And I used to think it was going to get me somewhere, but 97% of the time, what you show to people is what they're going to angle to use against you to benefit them. And it's not in a malicious sense. It's just you cannot be showing all of your cards to the world ever, because naturally humans are wired to set themselves in hierarchy, and depending on what vulnerability someone's showing, they're subconsciously going down in that pecking order of hierarchy. And it's unwritten, unspoken rules, but that's how it works. If you're enjoying the video, go down and hit the like button, because it supports me a lot. And when you realize not to become cold, but to become guarded of your energy and not give it out vulnerably, you become your life, and the position of your life becomes a lot better, and your life goes a lot more your way and becomes more enjoyable for you. Now, I don't mean to be an arsehole to everyone, but what I mean is you've got to be observant, and you can't show your hand too quickly and be too caring and giving that much of a shit about other people before it becomes mutual. Because your emotional energy should not be cared about in the way you think it should be cared about, by lying around, talking to loads of people, trying to wallow in it. What does it mean? Because none of it means anything. It's just energy. It's bad emotions, bad feelings. We all have them. Everyone has them. No one's really special. And everyone has bad thoughts and negative energy all the time. But the ones that don't let it drag them down to hell are the ones that use it to move them forward. And they use it to enhance their focus on building the life that they want to build. Because I used to think life isn't fair, but it is fair. And you make it fair by not caring about all of that noise anymore and redirecting it into your focus to build a life that's worth living. The world isn't going to stop for your feelings, but it respects strength, composure, and results. So you want to direct your focus that way if you don't want to get forgotten.